Ian Rapoport from NFL Now on NFL Network reporting the decision for Jarvis Landry between which team he's going to go to, down to the Saints as well as the Cleveland Browns. Landry meeting with the Saints. Here is what is going on there and when he expects Jarvis Landry to sign.
Yeah, and I think this makes a lot of sense. You know, right when it became clear that Jarvis Landry was going to be available, the Saints popped up as a potential destination. They got some studs at receiver. Michael Thomas, pretty good football player, assuming he's healthy, which it sounds like he is. But they do need a slot receiver. They do have some money for it, and this would, of course, fill in a big-time hole before the draft. The only issue here to me, we'll see what happens at the end of the day, but it seems to me more like research and due diligence for the Saints as opposed to something imminent. Could happen, never say never. Anytime a player is on a visit is always worth monitoring, but Landry is likely going to decide between the Saints and the Cleveland Browns. I'm not so sure this happens until after the draft, or really maybe right before. So it doesn't seem like anything's imminent today, but obviously an important and big visit for Jarvis Landry nonetheless.
With that, let's welcome in Quincy Carrier. Quincy, when you hear that Jarvis Landry meeting with the Saints, that's really the first team other than the Browns he's been tied to.
Yeah, it's kind of like an option of going home because Jarvis Landry from that Louisiana area. So it would be interesting, I think, clearly if he wants to win now, which is probably the goal for Jarvis. I mean, let's be honest, his career, while he has been a phenomenal player throughout of it, he has not seen the heights of success that he has wanted to see throughout his career, right? He's been to, I think, 2 playoff games in his entire career, played well in both of them, but still maybe 3. I think he went to one with the Dolphins. But again, not the amount of high-level games that he probably wants to be in. Cleveland would be his best bet. Not saying that the Saints aren't a playoff contender over there. We don't know who's going to emerge as playoff contenders in the NFC just because there's no quarterbacks really in that conference, so anything can happen. But it would make a lot of sense for a reunion there, especially if it's mutual on both sides. Again, Jarvis never really wanted to leave Cleveland in the first place. He just wanted to feel like he was getting market value there. Now that he's been able to hit the market, he's seen what his value is. It might make him more susceptible to returning to a number closer to what Andrew Berry and company were originally offering him to restructure. Because again, this is not a guy that wanted to move on. This is not a team that wanted to move on. Economics kind of forced their hand in this situation.
Yeah, the other thing is now you're talking, is it Deshaun Watson you want throwing you the football or Jameis Winston? And I think we both know which of those two Jarvis Landry would rather have as his quarterback.